Are we recording?
Yeah, no, everything's rolling.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know.
We're ready to go. You ready?
No,
I'm ready.
I don't know.
We're going. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Round the Last Turn, episode 4. First one of the year, 2019. New year, new us.
Yeah. No. Kind of.
So, yeah, we're here. We wanted to update you guys on a couple things. But first, like usual, we're just going to talk about us because we're self-centered and narcissistic. How were your holidays?
I'm egoistic, at least. Holidays are good. It's standard. I have a decent family, I think. So
That's good.
I spend it with them. Christmas Eve is like my favorite holiday of the year. So
Nice.
So because we do a traditional dinner and it's really nice.
It is it's a lovely time.
Yeah.
It does get like crazy, so I'm glad that it's kind of like calming down now.
Yeah.
Like it's super hectic.
How about you? How was yours? I didn't ask.
It was, they were very nice. Christmas Eve, I hosted mine and my girlfriend's families, as well as a family friend. It was very lovely. We had a nice dinner. New Year's, we had a party here.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
We had a great party.
Yeah.
I made a lot of food. People brought some food. We drank. It was nice. It was a good time. If you're under 21, don't drink.
Good advice.
Do we need to disclaim that?
I don't think so.
Okay. We're over 21 and therefore drank.
That aside, we're in the new year. It's January. What do you got going on, Tim? What's up in the life of Tim?
Well, I am trying to think what's interesting to people. I'm working, man. Work's good. Got a raise, which is nice.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Dating a little. Going on dates. They're fine.
You sound so enthused.
Yeah, it's... Woo. Other than that, just hanging out, trying to work on some external writing projects.
Cool.
Trying to get reinvigorated into those that I've had on the back burner. And trying to really dig into like writing as a science.
Okay.
Just like on the side.
Sure.
How are you?
Well, it's the time of year for New Year's resolutions.
It's the time of the season for New Year's.
Good. So I've been trying to get back into shape. I'm very out of shape at the moment.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
So I have started working out once again, and my body's very sore.
Nice.
But I feel good.
That's good.
I mean, I made a very healthy dinner tonight.
Yeah,
I had
saw.
a smoothie.
It
I
was
almost
nice.
brought it down to drink it during this, but I figured my throat would get all like...
Gunky.
Yeah.
Schkassad, as my mother would say.
Yes. So yeah, this is the first Round the Last Turn of the year, which is very exciting. We've been doing a lot this past couple weeks.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Leading up to the new year, we were working on our channel trailer, which we released on New Year's. It's now up. Check it out if you want. We're very happy with it.
I'm quite happy.
It's pretty much a reel of everything that we've worked on up until now. All the short films, I should say. And then we did our Fireside chat 2019.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Talked about what our plans for this year were in a very broad, general sense.
Broad strokes.
Yeah. And then we're doing this, and we'll release this shortly after we record it. Mid-January is the goal. And then at the end of the month, we have one more thing planned, which is actually like a short film. You know, we've done a lot of like update videos. We have the channel trailer, the Fireside chat, and this, which is like just us talking about us, which is not particularly interesting to most of you, and that's fine. But at the end of January, we have a new creative project coming up.
Yes.
That's all we're going to say.
And that should kickstart a relatively aggressive film and release schedule for us.
So, which is what we talked about in Fireside Chat 2019.
So be on the lookout for that. It'll be fun. We'll be very tired for a lot of it.
But Round the Last Turn, we want to talk about, we have a couple films that came out in 2018.
Yep.
That we never talked about. Excuse me. The one we're going to focus on is The Dip.
Yeah.
So The Dip we released, I think it was in December.
We released it Christmas Day.
We did.
Yeah.
Wow, we were really kind of cutting that close to the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to talk about kind of the process of, like we usually do, writing, shooting, editing, our thoughts about it, all that stuff. So The Dip was designed originally to be part of Film Riot's 1-minute short film competition with Filmstro.
Yeah.
And if you remember, back to Quench and Time, with
2 years ago now.
Yeah, so we submitted a Quench and Time to Film Riot's competition in 20 17. And when we heard that they were announcing that competition again, we're like, hey, that was a lot of fun. It challenged us and we got good reception. So let's do it again. And that was our original goal with the dip. And I guess we'll get to that in a second. But the idea started. This was actually the first time that the story idea of one of our films didn't come from us. We were having a bunch of friends over for dinner one night.
Because we're classy adults.
And
dinner.
While we were hosting people, we already knew about the competition. And just for fun, we were like, hey, do any of you guys have any ideas for like something that would work for a 1-minute short film? And we weren't actually, at least I wasn't expecting
it was
an answer.
a joke.
Yeah.
It was like yeah.
And our friend Mike was actually, he was like, well, now that you mention it, I have had this one idea. And he pretty much explained the plot of the dip to us.
Yeah.
So the dip was very much our friend Mike's idea. And we took that and we made minor changes, but really not a whole lot. It was pretty much all him. And then we took it. And we kind of shortened his idea a bit because at the time...
there was a whole second part, wasn't there?
Yeah. And at the time, we were still trying to get it into a minute. But, he said that. And Tim and I looked at each other and we're like, yeah, all right. Sure, that works.
Yeah.
So we took that idea and it originally seemed like it was going to be a minute.
Yeah, because in our heads it was eat the thing, punchline, done.
Yeah.
And it just took so much long. Like basically to get in what we thought was the funny stuff of what we filmed, it just took much more than a minute.
Yes. Well, see, the thing is, so the filming went fine. It was quick. It felt a little. We weren't particularly organized. We had the progression of events in mind. We had that figured out, but I don't think we had a shot list or anything.
No, the script is basically the intro, like what we say to each other, which is 2 lines. Oh wow, this is good dip. How good can it be?
Right.
And then I eat it. So the script looked like that, and then it was just a paragraph of Tim eats stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe this, maybe that. I don't know.
It was going to be a lot more like montagey than it ended up being.
Yeah.
And we found out pretty quickly that this wasn't going to make it into a minute.
Yeah.
Because if you take the time from when the phone falls into the dip to the end, it's something like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have that like tension created. Both when you're going to... Spoilers, by the way, for the dip, if you haven't seen it. When you go to eat the phone, we wanted to create that tension, then it splatters on me, and we didn't want to like rush that, because it'd be like, oh, wait, what? You just eat the phone and then immediately eat a person? So because that's 40 seconds, that would have only given us 20 seconds of the rest of the film.
Yeah.
And we thought, rather than kind of shoehorn this into a minute and like cut stuff out and kind of really chop it up, that we were just going to release what we wanted to make, forget about the competition, which is a shame because we did want to do that. But we didn't want the quality of the film to suffer because we were trying to meet this goal.
And it really would have. It would not have been feasible, frankly, the way we had it shot.
I think it would have been very confusing. And it's pretty absurd to begin with.
It would have been so chopped up that it would be nigh unwatchable.
Yeah. So we decided to make it how we wanted to make it, and we weren't quite sure what to think about it.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, you finished the kind of the final edit, or just about where we wanted it to be for the final, and we both kind of went, okay, like that's good, and I don't want to say that we're bad creatives and we're willing to accept non-perfection, but like. It was at the point where the holidays were already kind of starting, and we were like, you know what? I don't think it's bad, but I'm not like. I think neither of us were super proud about it going in. Mm-hmm. Like it was just like, here's a thing we made,
right?
Which is the first time that's happened throughout Last Turn Films.
I would say that. History. Yeah, I would say so.
Weirdly enough, at least from my end, I've had some of the most positive feedback we've had about the dip. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's super super tight and super quick, and it's mostly visual.
Yeah,
which I guess actually plays to our strengths because neither of us are actors. So dialogue, while I think you and I can write decent dialogue, I don't think we always deliver dialogue the right way.
Right. Yeah, we're definitely, our abilities are a work in progress.
But we've gotten relatively positive feedback, at least from my perspective. Have you experienced the same on your end?
For the most part, yes.
Yeah.
There have been a couple of cases where that wasn't the case, but more so than I was expecting.
Yeah.
We've had people, approach us and say, hey, I liked the dip for so-and-so reason. And I think kind of looking back on it, because that's what we do in Run the Last Turn, I think the last turn. We look around. It's a metaphor. Oh, see, I always thought it was just what's happening around the last turn.
Well, it's both. It's layered.
It's whatever you want.
Like an onion.
Like ogres.
Mike Myers is going to be the star of our next film.
And I think it was so I should say that people being happy about it and it being well received makes us like super happy. And that's really, we want you guys to enjoy it. And if, we're unsure, we're creatives and we're judging our own work. So we're always going to be a little like, because it's our own stuff. Yeah. But, and I think that's, in this case, it's probably because a couple different factors, potentially. And I think it's one, because we were trying to rush a bunch of films into a tight period of time because we were still trying to get to our 6 film goal.
Yeah,
The holidays were coming up, like you said. I think it could have been that the idea didn't start with us. And while it was a good idea, maybe, the fact that it didn't, percolate in our minds or something, and we just kind of received someone else's thought process and then quickly made it our own.
Yeah.
We turned this around really quick. Mike told us his idea, and we were filming in like a couple weekends.
He told us, would have been like December 1.
Probably.
Because it would have been...
Yes, because that was the night we had people over.
Yeah. Or whatever, December 2nd, whatever it was.
So we turned it around pretty quickly. And then it could have also been the fact that we started out to make a 1-minute short film.
Yeah.
And then we realized that wasn't possible in the edit. So it completely changed. I think all those factors led to us kind of being like, not really sure what to think about this project.
Yeah. Like I said, I think that it's not even that we weren't proud of it. We just weren't connected to it. I
think that's probably...
We didn't feel really connected to it. Even though we shot it and we did it, it was fast. It was a fast shoot. It was 4 hours.
Yeah.
And so it's like we didn't spend a lot of time on it.
Right.
And so it wasn't like our baby as much of some of the other ones.
I think that's a good way to put it. And I don't think it had the same heart, I guess, as some of the other films. But people liked it. And at the end of the day, that's what I want. We want to entertain. Mm-hmm. So if our audience likes it, then
this is entirely for me. But he wants to entertain, so...
So that's that.
Is that a joke?
And one thing that I do want to mention real quick before we move on, the dip, as interesting as it was, marked the first time that we did something in one of our films that I am proud of.
Oh, yeah.
And that was, it was the first time that we included Foley that we recorded ourselves in the film. And I am talking about the phone crunching noise.
Yes.
It was a combination of a couple different sounds. It was the combination of glass cracking, which I used from, some assets that I had. But the actual metallic crunching sound was something that I created myself using spoons. And I actually I recorded video of me actually recording that sound. So this is what made that sound. And that was fun because I've always been fascinated with the idea of Foley.
I was about to do a bit. But
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Of how you take a certain object, do something with it, and make it sound like something completely different. And obviously, I didn't want to chew a phone. So I had to figure out, okay, what does that sound like? How can I create that sound?
Mark didn't want to chew a phone. Of course, I had to chew a phone.
That's true. Yeah, no, even though we cut away, you actually ate that phone.
No, that blood's real.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
And that reminds me, speaking of you eating ridiculous things, I did want to talk about your experience eating all of that weird stuff. This film was fun because when I drafted the first edit of the script and just figuring out all the things that I could make you eat covered in this spinach dip that we picked up that morning.
It was Tostitos brand spinach dip. We did not home make it.
Sponsor?
Tostitos. It's a good dip.
It was. I mean, it
Made me eat a person. Yeah. So let's go through from the beginning. I ate that on a cracker first, a chip first, and that was fine. It's a chip and it's dip. I don't know. It was a very salty dip. It was very sodium heavy. That escalated to the carrot. Carrot was fine with the exception of I think the take that we used, I almost bite my finger off. Like it really looks like it's in my mouth, and I actually got a little nervous because I still, for those of you who remember, I was sick this past summer, and I still don't have 100% feeling in my fingers. So I actually, it was right. like I did the carrot biting thing, and I was like, I very much could have just eaten my own finger.
That would have not been good.
Carrot to onion, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Onion was fine. I don't mind onions. It was definitely like a strong flavor, but I only had to do it. We got it in one take, so like I just bit it, and it was fine.
Right.
The banana, and I think we have footage of this.
Oh, we do.
So we can cut to that.
We're gonna
in
play
a moment.
it. Yeah.
That was one of the most horrendous things I've ever had to put in my mouth.
Yeah, I felt real bad.
It was. I think I say it in the footage we have. It's the exact taste and texture of throw up, of actual vomit. Because you had little chunks in the dip, and the banana it was a not ripe banana, and so it like mushed immediately in my mouth as soon as I bit into it, and it mixed with the dip and created like the texture of vomit. It was bad. It was very bad.
You know, Tim, you really kind of took that like a champ, and I just want to revisit a couple minutes ago when you said we weren't good actors, but. You pretty convincingly like looked like you were enjoying that until I called cut, and then you very much were not enjoying that.
We should show now.
Cut. How you doing, Tim? You all right?
No.
All right, so one more take.
Yep.
Cut. Spit it out.
Oh, the texture. It's so bad. It's like someone thickened vomit. In both taste and texture.
Tim, you alright?
Yeah. What's next? Lollipop?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was real bad. What was next? There's an uncut, we ended up cutting one food item that I ate. It was a orange lollipop. That was whatever. After the banana, everything was fine.
Yeah.
It was like, okay.
And we shot this chronologically because the counter was getting progressively more and more filthy and covered with food items. So that was why we did that.
The cardboard was tough to chew, but I mean, it's cardboard.
I bet.
What is cardboard even made out of? Crickets and eggs?
Baby
powder?
Cham and human faces?
I think it's feces.
Is it? Oh, it's feces.
But spelled
you're
AE
right.
because he's English. Yes. That's a deep cut, ladies and gentlemen. And if any of you remember that,
let us know.
Please let us know.
Yeah.
Like, tell us what it's from, and we'll believe you.
Yeah.
That is a deep cut. After that, it's the phone, and I didn't eat the phone.
Yes. We cut away from the phone, and you did not eat me. So,
yes.
That's good.
There was no actual cannibalism, even though Tostitos pushed for it.
Yes.
In the production meetings.
Those like brand deals, they really kind of push you to do things you're not really comfortable with.
Our lawyers luckily got involved on that one.
Yeah.
But like we had to in the next film, there's gonna be a lot of Tostitos. we had to give up a lot of creative freedom in the next one.
So that's the dip. I don't think there's anything else that we really want to talk about. So a couple of other projects that we filmed recently was Fireside Chat.
Right.
Which not a short film, but still scripted, still designed to be humorous and entertaining while also talking about just our plans.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. You good? Oh, okay. You want some water?
No.
Okay. So Fireside Chat was a lot of fun, and that was scripted. And I wrote that like I think the day we were going to be filming.
Yeah, you sent me a text while I was at work, and you were like, "Hey, read that."
I did this,
and I went, "Yep."
And that was fun. It was short, but we do still have bloopers for that, and we're not going to have a separate blooper video. So we wanted to kind of take this opportunity to play, our favorite bloopers from Fireside Chat.
They're almost entirely not me.
And that means it's time for another Fireside Chat.
Sorry. New content.
We've also been discussing new types of content.
And?
Yeah. Let's just start again. It took too long to pause. Nope. Sorry, one more time. Action. Finally, on New Year's, we released our brand new channel. Finally, on New Year's, we've released our brand new channel trailer. And we're so excited. And about the time where I get more sinister, that's when you realize that, like, holy shit, he's going off the rails.
Yeah.
All right, you know what you're doing.
I'm a fucking professional.
He's a professional.
I'm Terrence Howard.
You're unwilling. Top 10 things you didn't know about bananas that will blow your mind. And then, even Alexa will come in and ruin the only take that you've gotten right, making you even more angry.
Those were some great bloopers.
They were some great bloopers.
Wow.
And they were entirely not you because you had all of like 2 lines. And one of them was,
Yeah, but man, I'm a professional. I don't screw up.
And then that tangent that I went on about social media, I did this to myself.
Yeah, he wrote, it's like a page long, almost a page long monologue.
And I was just like having so much trouble getting it out. But it's okay because I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
regardless of whether or not anyone else thought it was funny. And hopefully hashtag relatable because social media.
Do people still hashtag?
Yeah. Of course they do. I don't know if they use it in human speech, but they actually use hashtags on social media.
Please help us. We're terrible at social media. As those of you who follow our Instagram page can attest to. Is it even a page? Is it an
Instagram
account?
page? Oh no, it's an account.
What?
Instagram.
I swear
account.
I'm 25. I'm not old.
It's
it's
an
just
Instagram
not my.
account. Those young whippersnappers and their god darn social medias.
So those pedals.
And while we're on the topic of bloopers, you good? Speaking of bloopers and not being able to, keep a straight face while recording.
Those pedals.
So while we're on the topic of bloopers, one thing that we've been sitting on for a while, that we mentioned in the past 2 Round the Last Turns, and we still haven't done it, is the Mystique Squad bloopers. And we're close. They're almost done.
I'll explain.
Yeah.
It's my fault that we're late by a lot. So Mark, as we said before, Mark is the trained videographer, and I'm just a Tim. So we used.
Why did that just happen?
We're holding it. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen.
Better?
We got another battery. Look at him run. Look at him.
Tim, they can't see me.
All right. Hopefully, I'm still in focus. I'm not rolling.
He's a fucking idiot. I was about to say he's a trained videographer. I'm fucking taking that back.
Anyway,
Aw.
go on.
Mystique Squad bloopers. Mystique Squad bloopers. The fact that they're not out yet is my fault. I've been using them as a way to learn editing, and it got a little daunting. It's not even these fucking bloopers. I mean, this is not like a hard task, but I got about halfway through and then realized how much I had left to do, and then I got demoralized, and then I got very busy, and then the holidays happened.
Yep.
So
and we get it. Like, I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
We take a lot of takes.
Yeah, a lot of takes.
So there's a lot to dig through with our footage when we're doing short films, but also the bloopers.
Usually nail it on the third take, and we do 17 more.
Yep. So that's fine, but we will have that out soon.
Yeah,
I
soon.
actually haven't seen them yet, but I'm excited to.
Everything is placed. I have a couple little polish things to do.
Cool.
Like sound effects and
So-
the music and stuff.
Maybe before the end of January.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. So that's it with projects. Talking about future stuff, right? So
Oh, yeah.
Fireside Chat was
This could
all
be a
about
long
that.
episode.
And if you've seen it, we discussed. Interrupt me one more goddamn time,
What you gonna do about it?
and I will take this water bottle
Okay.
and make sure that you're nice and hydrated because I care about you.
You're a good.
Thank you.
You're a good pal.
I don't want to lose you, Tim.
I don't know why you made that
mean a
so
lot to me.
threatening.
That's just my normal talking voice.
I swear to God, if you give me another present, I'm gonna thank you profusely.
If you give me one more compliment about my skills, I'm gonna lose it. Fireside Chat.
Jesus
we
Christ.
talked about new content. We're very much we're gone at this point. It's during the week. It's late at night. It's fine. We're having fun. You having fun? I hope you're having fun. We are a comedy YouTube channel. That's like
We do
our
comedy?
goal. Yeah, we do.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe sometimes.
Oh my God, I need to rewrite everything.
So we talked about new content ideas in
Yeah.
Fireside Chat
Yes.
2019.
We left it vague as just
Yes.
new content.
Because we wanted to leave it up to you guys, of course. If you have any ideas, we did mean that. Let us know. One thing that we've been toying with is the idea of starting streaming on something, a platform, Twitch, probably YouTube, because
Yeah.
we already have our YouTube channel. And that could be. Oh, go ahead. What do you have?
I was gonna say the reason I know we're not a video game channel.
Yeah.
But the reason is we play video games like a lot already, and we were like, well, it could be fun to start streaming. We have a bit of a platform already, and we might as well bring in the whole community.
Yeah, and we're not becoming a gaming YouTube channel.
Correct.
That's not our goal. And the reason what this can open us up to is, right now we do Round the Last Turn to have a conversation and tell you what's going on with what we're doing. And we're always open to hearing topics and questions that you want us to talk about. But there's that disconnect because we're pre-recording this, even though it's not scripted. We're recording this beforehand, we're editing it, and then we're uploading it. In a live stream, even if we are playing games to kind of just fill the dead air, and we're also not expecting to have a large audience at first because we're a small YouTube channel. So even if like we have 2 viewers or something, games will give us something to do on the stream. But then if people do come in and they do have questions for us or really just want to interact with us directly in real time, that gives you guys the chance to do that. So I think, and it could even become a thing where like, if that works, and once we kind of figure out what we're doing, maybe even the Round the Last Turn series can occasionally be a live series, either all the time or just, a couple episodes here and there. So let us know if that's something that you would be interested in. We're probably going to try it anyway, because it's something that we want to try. But if you have any ideas or feedback or stuff like that, let us know. In addition to any other new content things that you want to.
Yeah. No, seriously.
to
Do give us ideas just for like slightly different content, or if you want us to do like one idea that I've tossed around in my head. I don't even think I brought this up to you. Is like doing like and this is different media than we would do normally, but doing like either a film review or even just like a funny like MST3K style, like where we watch a film and just like bullshit about it.
Yeah. So that's it. Anything else you want to talk about, Tim? Well, while we've got the attention of all 2 of the people that have made it this far in the video.
Keep an eye out for Last Turn Games or Last Turn Media, whatever we're gonna call it, coming out soon. We're gonna start streaming. That's real. That's happening. Everything else has been bullshit.
Everything's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Fuck this mic. Oh, whoops.
We love you all. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below. Stimpanzer, and you better spell it right. Bye.
All right, bye.
Well, I don't know about anything about that, Mr. Gower, but now, Mr. Potter, you and your businesses, you're running honest folks out of business. Working on my Jimmy Stewart. We can put this in the credits.